feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank. When it take a swim, only option is to win. In the murky water, not a thought of giving in.
He's the first speaker after the break, and I believe he might be the first dentist that's ever spoken at a TED event.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah, so we have to support our colleagues.
Absolutely.
Well, I got a hot or not for you. You know, all these teeth whitening services, you see them popping up at malls, you buy them on Amazon, you put it in your mouth, and 2 weeks later, you have a bright white smile. Hot or not?
I would say not.
I had a feeling.
You know, it's one of those things. They've also got a do-it-yourself-at-home orthodontics. I think it's something Smiles. I can't remember the name of it, but you know, you don't take care of yourself at home and diagnose yourself at home for any medical issues. Doing anything dental on your own, kind of do it yourself, and or not under the supervision of a qualified licensed dentist, probably not the best idea. You know, there are some over-the-counter stuff that you can do bleach-wise, but obviously the stuff you do in the office is going to be you're going to be looked after a little bit better, but it'll also be a little bit stronger strength, so you get a better bang for your buck.
So I got to go plead the fifth for you. Let's jump to the next segment of our show. You know, you're a dentist. You know, you go out to lunch. Have you ever had a beer or cocktail and then gone back to the office and worked on your patient?
Believe it or not, no, I have not. Back in dental school, I started something with myself. I wouldn't have any alcohol even the night before if I was seeing patients the next day. Okay. And managed to stick with that, so I don't have to worry about bumping into any patients at lunch. It makes lunch a lot easier.
The competition in South Florida in dental services. Hot or not?
Oh, well, it's definitely hot as far as the volume. You know, the way I run my practice, you know, I never have any hard sells. I try to make it as honest as possible. It's led to a slow and steady growth over the years, but I think it's led to reliable growth and people that trust me. And, you know, competition's going to be there whether you sell cars or sell crowns on teeth.
Absolutely.
But, you know, if you do a good job, you do an honest job, I think in the end you'll be all right no matter what the competition is.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for coming on the Shrimp Tanks. Oh, listen, I enjoyed it anytime.
And you're a dentist, but you're not looking down in the mouth today. That's
not today.
All right,
cool. Thanks very much.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Of course.
Thanks very much, guys. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Can I get this?
You better come on the real one. You have a real business. Listen, man, whatever you go like greater than one, you have a business. I'm a dentist. I moved here from New York. Where are you? Boca? I'm in Boca. I'm right from Meadows and Powell. I don't have a card on me, but I'll leave my name in the video. I have your card. It's great. They don't know where. All right, thanks.
Here's Joe. He's got caught in the rain. Yeah, sure.
Joe's back in the hot seat on the
You
tank.
can take care of my headphones.
Ryan? What's up, Ryan? I'm going to let Joe do this. No, come on next. He's going to go first, and then he's going to come on right after him. You guys work together? Yeah. I just started with you guys. Yeah. No, this doesn't matter. We're having anyone. This is not like the real one we have.
Oh, well, our next guest, he's no stranger to the Shrimp Tank, widely known and touted throughout the Tri-County area. It's Joe Russo.
Do we have the Joe Russo back on the Shrimp Tank?
There's a lot of adjectives there. A lot of them.
I've heard about this guy. You were on this famous show called Shrimp Tank once, I heard.
I've heard of that show. I'm having a deja vu moment right now, actually.
So for the audience listening, tell everyone about yourself and a little bit about Palm Beach Tech.
Yeah, so we did this probably 2 months ago. We had the same crew back in action now again. I'm Joe. I'm the executive director of the Palm Beach Tech Association, and also head of a new initiative that we're launching here with Kevin called 1909.
Joe. Ooh, that's the first I'm hearing about this.
Oh yeah,
Watch out.
We need some more of that. Let me tell you, this
Don't
is
take my host away.
no,
Don't take them away. We need them.
This is a large collaboration between Palm Beach Tech, the Adams Center for Entrepreneurship at Florida Atlantic University, and many local community organizations and governments to try and bring back that founder spirit that created Palm Beach County in the year 1909, right? So that's the entire intent of that name. Palm Beach County was founded. We've had a lot of great founders in Palm Beach County, and we believe here in the 21st century, anybody can found something great yet again.
So, Joe, also in Palm Beach Tech, houses the best co-working space in the area. So I have another question, something I've been thinking about recently. So co-working space seems to be hot, but that's something I'm going to ask you about
right now.
What I'm going to ask you about is no working space. Is that hot or not?
No working space in terms of you don't have an office at all?
No, it's a new concept that I'm just kind of coming up with where I'm going to have this space where you can't do any work. It's going to be a no working space.
Oh, I like it. I know
It's called the bar.
It's called your bedroom.
No, but here's the thing. Co-working space is it's a hot commodity in part because it's kind of a fad, right? You know, we see co-working spaces 10 years ago were this really hot commodity that nobody really firmly understood, and now it's a big thing. But it's not about just having a space. It's about the people that you have there and how they're interacting and how they're growing together. And that's what this 1909 project is really about, helping people grow, not just their companies, but themselves.
All right, it's hot or not free ad read time.
Yeah.
I got one.
Okay, hot or not?
We love co-working spaces. So is it hot or not to provide alcohol at these co-worker spaces? I see a lot of these WeWork places have these.
You gotta have beer on tap.
Yeah, beer.
Local beer.
So just beer, not alcohol, like vodka.
No. We're not going that far.
Okay.
It's still a professional environment.
Okay.
We know where the bars
So
are.
we're going to go to a plead the fifth then.
Oh, okay.
Has anyone around like 1 o'clock in the afternoon drank a little bit too much beer and acted inappropriately in one of these co-working spaces?
Not that I've ever seen. Not at 1 p.m. Garner,
Okay.
you know, we've
What
been
about
in
1 a.m.? You have a mature atmosphere over there.
I've been in the office at 1 a.m. before with a beer in hand. Usually it's because I worked that late.
So what about Friday nights? All of a sudden we're working, and all of a sudden it's 2 beers, 4 beers, beer pong, anything? And you could
No, not in Palm Beach Tech.
No?
No, but we encourage people to drink a beer on Friday afternoon. You know, enjoy their day with everybody. And sure, you know, we've had 2 or 3 beers, and then get a good group out to go and enjoy our weekend.
Yeah, it's a really great space, really great program. We're looking for more big things from Palm Beach Tech, the Adams Center in 1909. Thanks for hopping on today, Joe.
Yeah, Joe, thanks again.
Hey, let me ask you a hot or not
Oh,
question.
he's staying on.
He's turning the tables.
Tables are turning to the host.
Kevin's jacket, hot or not?
Ooh, I'm going with. I don't even have a sign
hot.
for super hot. It's going to be super hot.
It's red hot.
All right.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Thanks for coming on. Nice job.
Are you guys going to stay here this whole time?
I wasn't either. Oh, man. Joe, you were like six episodes.
For good.
Welcome back to the Shrimp Tank.
People are pouring in and they're soaking wet. It is very exciting in here.
It is fun. Look at this whole crowd. They're drenched. What a fun time. What do you think about the drenched crowd?
I mean, I just moved down here from Minnesota, and there's such a different feel about rain up there because it's usually cold rain, but down here it actually feels a little refreshing when you get dumped on.
So tell the audience your name and then what are you doing down here? What made you move to South Florida?
Well, so my name is Ryan Walden. I am an entrepreneur from Minneapolis, and I had some family move down here a few years ago. Actually, my soon-to-be in-laws.
Smart people.
Yep, and actually my soon-to-be brother-in-law just graduated from FAU last last year. So he's taught me the chant, the hoot hoot. So I'm getting situated with the culture. But no, we had a really rough winter in Minnesota last year, and I looked at my fiance and I said, let's move to Florida and try something new. And I got down here and I met Joe Russo and just joined his staff about a week.
Sorry about that. So is Russo's staff hot or not?
I would say, other than Joe, it's very hot.
Oh, he goes with hot. Okay.
No, it has been a lot of fun. Just in the last couple of weeks, getting to know everybody down here, and it's a fun environment. Joe is just a brilliant guy to work with.
Okay. Well, wait till you start working with me, buddy.
I've heard a lot about you too, Kevin. So I'm excited about that.
We got to plead the fifth, Kevin. What have you heard about him? Tell the audience.
I have heard that Kevin is that you need to bring your playful banter when you're talking to Kevin. That he likes to go for the ribs every once in a while.
Yeah, I'll keep it pretty loose. Well, out here on the shrimp tank, we have a section called Plead the Fifth, and he definitely gets some people in the ribs time to time. You got one for him, Kevin? That we could get him in the ribs? I don't know. You know, it's tough. I don't know him quite well enough to find out where it's really going to be the most hard hitting. So we can go over something, John. What's the worst job you've ever had? Tell us that experience and why you quit. That's a good one.
For me?
Yeah. What's the worst job you ever had and why you quit? Well, you can plead the fifth if you don't want to tell.
Worst job I ever had was definitely a summer job in college working at a moving company, and it was just it was brutal in the sense of realizing how bad it was just for 3 months, but then you're working with guys who do this as a career. And the next year, my grades went up considerably after that experience.
That's in the cold, right? Oh, Minnesota, moving stuff.
Yeah.
I moved like 8 times in my life, and when it's freezing out, can't imagine doing that daily.
It is terrible. It is terrible. Yeah.
All right, Ryan. You ever get blown out of a job?
Well, as an entrepreneur, since I left college, I've only worked for myself. So there's been a couple times where I wanted to fire myself, but
But you thought better of it at the last minute.
Yeah.
Well, then there won't be anyone. I got one. You're an entrepreneur, so I have a feeling get you on this one. What about lying to your boss when you had one, when you weren't an entrepreneur? Have you ever lied?
Lied?
You know, you're running late and you said, I'm in a car accident. Well, he probably told someone he wanted that moving job, and he really didn't. You can plead the fifth. That's what this sign's for. You don't want
I'm going to plead the fifth.
Well, thanks for coming out to the Shrimp Tank today, and looking forward to having you catch all our episodes.
Appreciate it, guys. I'll be tuning in.
All right.
Kevin.